Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Nelson, the man in motion left. Now the first carry for Ty Montgomery. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Second down following the run. Now Rodgers. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 18 yards the gain for number 18. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So 3rd and medium here, 3rd and 5. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now it's Rodgers. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. He finds an opening past the 40. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the third most in a single year. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. And he puts it through. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a third and about 5. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
It's caught. Nelson. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. 23 yards on the play. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you at important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Nelson, the man in motion right. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
As my dad used to tell me all the time, when you're getting ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on 3rd downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Just 1 yard to go here on 2nd down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Again, it's Elliott. And they'll get him down here at the 23. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season,
and the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Mike Daniels in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Prescott now on 2nd down. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. It's Nick Perry with a pick, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
The toss play to Montgomery. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide...
Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on a final play of this first quarter. They start on the ground with Elliott. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he was looking for some running room to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
On the move to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot it.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. shotgun now for Rodgers. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A big 30-yard play on third. They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. Hauling it in, Nelson. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. Third down. Working from the gun. Rodgers. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here comes the D swarming to the line. Following the interception, here's Prescott. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. A first down throw for Prescott. Man open left side, it's Williams. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. On first and 10, Prescott. It's caught on the right side, Williams. A gain of 6 there on first. Prescott yet again. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
A minute 57 to go in this first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. They come up in an offset eye. Elliott running right. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now the Packers get set to go. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
I was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
They go play action for Montgomery, and now Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Taco Charlton in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Here's Rodgers to throw. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. And give him a gain of 37. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. Being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but real. If that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field. So the D-line's going to spread out. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
They go play action here on 1st down. Going for the deep ball. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Here's Elliott. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make him punt it. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. It's away, and it's a high kick here, but not high enough to hit the scoreboard here in Dallas. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for second down. Shift together here from the D-line. A give to Elliott running left. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. They get just a yard back there, and now they'll be looking at a tough 3rd and 15.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott rolling to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. First and 10. Here's Rodgers. Caught by Nelson left side. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. That connection with Jordy Nelson coming on the drag route.
Hard to believe that he was a walk-on.
Yeah, Kansas State.
It's so hard to believe that people missed entirely on him. But how about his ability to work and run any route you need? And that completion is evidence that it doesn't matter what you call, he's going to find a way to get open.
Walk on at Kansas State. Now the locker rooms are named after him there. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. And this is the 10th carry for Ty Montgomery. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he fires one, but incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
And Myers able to knock it through. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. A decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they do inch a bit closer.
Yeah, still lots of time to go in this one. Take the points, move on, and let your defense try to get the ball back.
That's fielded in the end zone. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now Prescott. Steps away to his left. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. And they're definitely showing blitz here. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they get to that end zone real fast.
Throwing, Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. So the offense has it 1st and 10. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. From the red zone now, Prescott. And on the left side, he's got Witten. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. His throw incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. The Packers on third down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off near his own 48. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. This is caught, and he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Down carry by Elliott, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. The point after now for Aguayo. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. Throw left side complete. It's Nelson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The old connection, Rodgers to Nelson getting Green Bay a 1st down. Now Hundley. This will be his first throw off the bench. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
They'll roll him out right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Prescott on first down. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. First down, Prescott. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
A second down throw for Prescott. This will be caught just inside the 10. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Packers pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the foot. So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through it, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
The Cowboys on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Prescott now after the fumble recovery. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott ties LT with his 31st touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. Throwing, Hundley. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach and incomplete.
Here we go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jamarcus Lawrence in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down. Montgomery, they'll run for it. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on fourth down. The Packers on it.
Time.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. A give to Elliott. And an alley to run. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They go to Elliott again. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So after 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now Elliott, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
And this offense on third down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Prescott on 3rd and goal. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And he'll bang that one through. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward. Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Now Hundley. The ball comes out.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And a great spot to start this drive from here. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football, and this D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins in the offseason. He told me that he asked his running backs each week for their favorite runs. Give me your 3 top runs. And right now, you're seeing a guy that's probably using his top runs to great advantage in this game.
He is in a zone. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Shift together here from the D-line. A handoff left to Elliott. Oh, now he bowls him over, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
Now, I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points from me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
He's going to let it fly. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
Following the penalty, Montgomery. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. It's a gain of 3, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to...